Hey Heidi, it's Angela. I just wanted to make a response on your video, but I wasn't nearly as far along as you. Um, I feel you on there. I have not had a stillbirth like you have. I have had 5 pregnancy losses, 3 miscarriages, 1 chemical pregnancy, and 1 ectopic pregnancy. And it's a very touchy subject, very, very touchy. And I love you for putting your story out there for people to listen to because it really helps people cope and heal. And I wish more people would be as brave as you are and put their story out there. I myself don't talk about my chemical pregnancy that often, and it's because my doctor's office won't file it because it was just a chemical pregnancy. So to them, I've had 4 miscarriages, not 5. But I watched your video a couple days ago, and I was actually at work. I work night shift, so it was about 4 in the morning, and we were dead. I got on YouTube on my phone and watched your video. I do keep up with you, but I don't have time to comment on all of your videos or all of my everyone else's videos that I watch. And my phone, for whatever reason, won't let me comment now on anyone's videos. It's a new app on the iPhone, and it's not working right. But I'm glad I gave it a couple days because, to be really honest with you, the first time I watched your video, towards the end of it, I was just a little bit insulted. Not because of how you feel, maybe because the way you described it, people who say this phrase to you make you feel as if your pregnancy was not as much of a pregnancy as someone who had a stillbirth at 37 weeks or 40 weeks or etc. Myself, I'm pregnant right now. I'm 18 weeks. This is the longest I've carried. All of my other losses were around 7 weeks, except for the chemical, of course. I passed that with my period. I didn't even know I was pregnant until the doctor's office called me with blood results, and they said I had HCG in my system, and I had to go back in to make sure it lowered, but it was a very low number, and they said it was just a chemical. I'm trying to find the words to describe how I feel about your video, because I understand 100% what you were saying, but at the same time, being on the other end of it, I understand why people are saying the phrase, but I wasn't nearly as far along as you. You're right. Once you take a pregnancy test and it's positive, you're a mother, and you feel that love automatically. I did. I still do. It's a very emotional subject for me. I don't like talking about it, but I wish I could. I wish I had people to talk to about it. And as you can tell, I'm getting emotional right now. I don't forget. I wish I can go back and figure out a way to keep all my pregnancies and to have all my babies with me. I love them, all of them still. But I think what people mean by, yes, I suffered a loss, but I wasn't nearly as far along as you, it doesn't mean they didn't love their baby any less. It doesn't mean that you didn't love your baby any less than someone who was at 40 weeks and lost their baby, or someone who had their baby was born and had SIDS. I think what they mean is they could not imagine what you went through. I love my babies that passed, who I miscarried. I love them so much. I still break down and cry. My last breakdown was last week, in fact. I mean, people just, they can't imagine the love that you have as soon as you find out you're pregnant. And like I said, I think what they mean is they can't imagine going through what you went through. Being able to hear a heartbeat. Being able to see your baby on the ultrasound. Knowing what the gender is. And then meeting your baby. Your angel baby. I can't imagine the experience you went through. I know my experience. But to be truthfully honest, it's nothing compared to yours. It does not mean the hurt is not the same. Because I still hurt every single day. It feels the same as if you're losing your child. It's the same hurt, different experience. And I think that's what I'm trying to say. I can't really exactly find the words to explain. But saying that, that's my response to your video. I hope you're not insulted by what I say, because I understand exactly where you're coming from, and I understand exactly what you're saying. It's just me being on the other side. I know that I've said that phrase to someone before. I have a couple friends who've had stillbirths, and I can't imagine. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I had a scare. I was leaking fluid. I called my doctor, and she asked me to tell her what my symptoms were. I told her, and she said, "It sounds like your water may have broke." I didn't understand what she was saying. Like, I know what that means, but I was 16 weeks pregnant. I just wanted to know what the fluid was. I didn't want her to say that. And then after she said that, she said, "And if your water broke, there's nothing that we can do but let nature take its course, because you're only 16 weeks. I got off the phone. She put me on bed rest. This was just a couple weeks ago. Put me on bed rest the rest of that night. I was to come in the morning so they can do the pelvic exam and the ultrasound and all that. I just laid in bed all night, bawling my eyes out. Why? Why me? Why is this happening? Why does this always happen? And my husband just lost for words, you know, just, I looked up at him and I said, "What am I supposed to do? If I lose this baby, what are we going to do with it?" At that point in time, I didn't know that he was a boy. But at 16 weeks, you don't have funerals. But at the same time, it's not like having a miscarriage at 7 weeks. And thankfully, that wasn't the case. Thankfully, everything's healthy. And I thank God every day. But the experience just there, and that was just a scare, was horrific. So, sorry I'm getting teary-eyed. Pregnant, hormonal, you know. You know exactly what I'm going through, being hormonal. It's just a very touchy subject. And again, I want to thank you for putting your story out there, because you're very brave for doing it. And I think more people need to open up about their particular experience if they've ever lost a baby. Anyways, again, I hope I didn't offend you. I am one of your subscribers, and I love watching your videos. So, anyways, congratulations on your little one, and I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.